Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to another Monkey Heroes Adventures. We are back again. We are right where we left off. We are coming over here to talk to this gentleman about corrupt crystals, learn about him so we can get into Garuda's lair. Monkey Hero looking dapper, if you do say so myself, and there's a ninja gear. And yeah, we are ready to continue the story. We're getting very, very, very close to fighting Garuda and then hopefully getting towards the end of A Realm Reborn. Alright, Lambertant, what you got? Why yes, I am Professor Lambertant. Beg pardon? You wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Well, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow man of science. Well, that's good. Alright, so... how is that? I mean, it's more defense, but like... yeah, no, let's just... no. No. Ah, so rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. 'Tis even rare to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed of an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wish not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Egads, man, at least take the necessary precautions so that you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you've sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. Though I suppose you will be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Hashiko, a student of mine monitoring the flow of aether at Highbridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you the finer points of crystal harvesting. Alright, on to Highbridge we go. Hashiko. How many times has I made to explain myself? I am not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. What have we here? A containment vessel. Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lambertant. You thieving knave. I shall call for the... Oh, you say the man himself lent it to you. Then you must have sought me out for his instruction. Which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. At last, the recognition I rightfully deserve. Oh, fabulous day. Kalu, Kalei, that I should be chosen to guide this man. Yes, I, Hahasako, Professor, greatest of Professor Lambert's pupils, shall see you successfully quarry your quarry. Your timing is impeccable, in fact, for that I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. But something tells me that naught but a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must needs descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters and the murderous mirror nights lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the watered part. Bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with the appropriate caution, and you shall surely survive. Yeah, I think I'll be fine, dude. Furbles. Yeah, there's Gossamer. Every time. I goes the wrong way. I missed my turn to the south. Cannot remember where it is. There it is. Well. Look at the brass plates you got wrecked. Too bad for them. I see you come galloping back. Have you the crystal, then? Oh, of course. What a prodigiously large and lovely crystal. Professor Lamberton will doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. Yeah, I won't forget to tell him that you were useless. That's not true. You gave me the tool. He wasn't useless. My keen scholar sense tells me that you've obtained a corrupted crystal. Am I right? Yes. If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal. Ah, it is as you desired, a corrupted crystal, overflowing with wind-aspected aether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind-aspected aether? Oh dear. That may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. I suppose I'm at fault for not inquiring as to what your objective was from the start. Had I known your intent, I would have never sent you to Hasako. But what is science if not trial and error? And you can truly say that this failure has taught you nothing. Or can you truly say that it's taught you nothing? Think, man. Now. You now understand the methods necessary to safely collect a corrupted crystal. You will no doubt have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Baldessian. You've heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but I'm a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be so bold as to claim that level of expertise. Are you all right? Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shouldn't keep you from your task. You've still a corrupted crystal to find. Believe me, I know. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my students, Sienna, claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern Lenosha. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Lenosha is where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to the Imperial Castrum. Now that made for an amusing anecdote. It was western Lenosha. Pharaoh Sirius on the Isle of Umbra, to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning. Something to do with one of Dalamud's talons or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she is still in Aleport, attempting to gain access to the Isles. Why not travel there and see if Sienna's inquiries bear fruit? If you can look past the crass and violent ways of the local pirates, you might find your time there be quite pleasurable. Oh, and do not forget to make your makeshift warded pot. Take your makeshift warded pot, lest she think you unprepared for the task. Alright, let's go see what's going on back in Aleport. It's all coming full circle now. Corrupted crystals? Sir, I have no interest in being the butt of your jokes. So if you've no other reason for addressing me, kindly leave me be. Well, I'll be damned. Professor Lamberton did send you. Beg your pardon. It seems we got off on the wrong foot. I'm Santa, greatest of the professor's pupils, which is doubtless why he bid you seek me out. Indeed, I am an accomplished scholar with an extensive background in... Oh, gods. Just listen to me prattle on and on. I must have given this introduction a dozen times by now. As I told the professor in my many missives, I believe that the area surrounding Pharaoh Sirius is replete with corrupt crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I have yet to test my hypothesis, as access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present, for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, since I always take the time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. Mayhap you will have better luck wresting information from these yellow jackets. I've all but given up at this point. Sure, I'll talk to him for you. Ah, you startled me. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a person at a time like this? What with all the fatuous gossip of spirits and specters haunting the Isles of Umbra? Just because I know it's nonsense doesn't make it any less frightening. I mean, I feel like it would exactly make it less frightening, but, you know. What do I know? You keen on traveling to the Isles of Umbra? Bloody hells, lad. Are you drunk or just crazy? Ain't nothing there but death. Death and more death. Good to know. The Isles of Umbra? What interest have you got in that godforsaken place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Pharaoh Sirius, the Isles have become naught but a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down to the depths with them. So it's haunted. This is the reason? I got 2 knives that could kill ghosts. I ain't scared. I'm called Ghostbusters. Ah, Monkey, you've returned. Tell me of your findings. Really? Infested with undead, you say? That is very, very interesting development. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. I think she believes in ghosts, and goblins, and boogeymen, and she's scared. Worry not, my friend. I've given your findings some thought, and I've concluded that talk of spirits is not more than local folklore. As for why all the travel to the Isles of Umbra is restricted, well, mayhap it's considered too dangerous, owing to the abandonment of Pharaoh Sirius. Yes, well, anyway, while you were questioning those yellow jackets, I paid a visit to the local pub, since even an esteemed scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion. It was there that I heard tell of a man named Skiffrin, who was recently detained after returning from, wait for it, the Isles of Umbra. This is the first I've heard of someone actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious as to how he obtained permission. Mind having a chat with him in my stead? He was arrested after all, so I'm somewhat reticent to approach him myself.
Let's go talk to the criminal.
I have to go back. She calls to me, sings to me. Tell me, Miota, I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or you could release me. Yes, release me. I'll go tell her. Let me go to her. Okay. What did Skiffrin have to say? That's not terribly helpful. I couldn't care less how much he misses his favorite bar wench. But what was that about a man named Mimidoa? Oh, wait, I know that name. That's the bastard who grabbed my ass the other day at the pub. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. And it's a nice ass. Should still not do that. Another initiate, are you? No? Or what are you? Speak up, son. I can't hear you. Bugger me. Is that what I think it is? Nah, couldn't be. You found this, you say? Where'd you say you found it? Skiffrin, you say? I was hoping to have a word with the lad, but it sounds like there's naught left twixt his ears. He was supposed to help patch up Pharaoh Sirius, what he was. Company sent me to supervise a lot of them. Weren't getting work done on their own, see? Half of them walked off, half of them ran off, half of them up and vanished. What's that? You'd be looking for passage to the Isles of Umbra. Why don't you say so? I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf of old Mimidoa. Tell him how the land lies. Ain't nobody been interested till you came calling. Whole port's up in arms about spirits and so forth. If I had the gil, I'd hire some sellswords and let 'em sort it out. but you'll do in a pinch. You will. Show this parchment to the skipper, and he'll let you go. Alright, let's go. I can bring Cena with me. Just tell him it's my girl. I'm going nowhere to get without each other. So you went and had a word with Mimidoa? I hope the valuable time you saw fit to waste amounted to something. You mean that disgusting creature was Skifrin's superior? I find that hard to believe, but this writ of passage does appear to be genuine, so it must be true. I must say, it's a relief to work with such an industrious man as you. I look forward to hearing of the discoveries you will make on the Isles of Umbra without me. Fine, fine. I fail to see the justification of dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I'll go as well. But 12 is my witness. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. Huh. Take me to the Isles of Umbra, he bids. As if it's as simple as, oh, I see you got rid of passage. Alright, climb board then. This doesn't seem bad at all. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but... oh, the hell's with this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. You've harvested corrupted crystals before, right? So it isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you would please excuse me. Beg your pardon, sir. How'd you come here? Access to this island is currently restricted. An old pot? I'm not sure I follow. Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal. Sorry, friend, but you have to return empty-handed. That's not... no. The Writ Master Mimidoa may have given you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. When the giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Aye, contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Pharaoh Sirius were not the product of a mage's thaumaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumors of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Not that those rumors are incorrect. I've observed the fiends from a distance, at the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal, monkey. You help me unravel this mystery, and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where you begin your inquiries into the situation, it so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. I'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them.
Alright, what y'all know?
You saw them too, right? Dead people. Just shambling about without a care in the world. Except when they do seem to care, that is, and start shuffling towards the water. God's that voice. That single fleeting verse. I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. Took every ounce of my strength to resist. It's all there for the taking. 5 bleeding years worth of wreckage and their cargo. Those queer dead thingies and that voice. Actually, the voice was quite nice. This talk of an alluring voice is disturbingly familiar. As if that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? But if they have returned, that would mean... Oh, beg your pardon. I was just thinking about something. Which reminds me, I received word that Master Mimbadoa would be arriving any moment. Apparently he grew tired of waiting for the lanky lad with the 1,000-yalm stare to return, which I'm assuming is you. I don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. What's been keeping you, Nishit? I ain't getting any younger, you know. Some honeyed-voiced harlot's been calling out to folks won't wander near the ship's graveyard, and it stirred up all the dead and all. Bloody hells, this takes me back to the days as a cannon boy sailing under a mistbeard. But they wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned them last time. Bah, they bloody would. Though wouldn't they, brazen old biddies? Okay. Some folks said that the first purge would be the last, but I knew deep down in my bones that this day would come, and come it has. I'd bet my bum ear on the sirens behind all this. Nay, not one of the sanguine variety, Nishit. I speak of the other kind, them what's got feathers and lures sailors to a watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but it don't end there. No, drowning's just a start. See, even in death, a man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding until his corpse can't do it no more. 'Tis a fate I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, except maybe in drink, and I'd regret it after. Any road, 'tis up to you to stop this hell-born's hussy afore she takes another soul. Of course, we can't send you marching off to war without these. The siren don't have no power over a man can't hear her song. Just lucky for you, I carry a spare pair, and lucky for the both of us, I'm superstitious, old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so we'd better go over to her. To the ship graveyard, Nishit. Got my earplugs in, let's go. Oh. If she passes near the shore, she's sure to spy the campfire and come looking. Just a matter of waiting now. Alright, let's go. Whew. Ugh. I'm beginning to wonder if that some sly bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. Quiet. Did you hear that? 'Tis her. Look out! Out in the water, she's come! Nishit, she's come! Quick, lad, shove them plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight. Soon as she realizes you're deaf to her ditties, she'll call on her thralls and we'll be up to our necks in corpses before you know it. Siren defeated. Let's see what old Mimidoa says. Am I alright? Ha! I'm better than that, Nishit. Happy as a soldier in a whorehouse, I am. Of course, I'd be happy as a sailor with two whatsits if we gutted them songstress. But can't have everything, can you? She'll not come crooning around here again. Though, not for a while, any road. And if she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for your help. Bugger me, I clean forgot your name. Remind me? Monkey? Don't recall having no Nisha by that name. But if you're not me old mate, then, what's the name? Why have you been so bloody helpful? Ah, never mind. Be seeing you, lad. 'Cause I need my crystal, man, that's why. I'm ready for my crystal, that's why. You mean it? It was a siren? But how were you able to resist your song? I see. I had heard that Master Mimidoa was involved with the first purge, but I never actually... Having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with him. Anyway, I have something for you. The corrupted crystal you wanted. Safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Please, take it with my compliments. Alrighty. This better be the right element. Oh, it's you. Welcome back, Monkey. You're looking remarkably hale, I must say, and more importantly, alive. You are alive, aren't you? Aha, the conquering hero returns bearing a gift. Might I take a closer look? Impressive, very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations, Monkey. Seldom have I ever encountered a corrupted crystal composed of so much volatile overabundance of fire-aspected ether. What? You wanted a corrupt crystal composed of ice-aspected ether to counteract the effects of a raging wind. Ah. Well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements can tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose. Don't fret now. I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal composed of ice ether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of such crystals on living beings. Eh? What's with that expression? I thought you would be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. And what's even better is that this time, you needn't use the warded pod of yours to protect yourself from the crystal's energies. Haydn's findings suggest that it's quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say that it has undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, don't let me keep you. It's been a pleasure, Monkey. Come back and see me sometime, alright? And now we go to Gridania. Yay! Where in Gridania? Old Gridania somewhere. Let's try... Oh yeah, let's see. Alright, Hadeen. Greetings and salutations, Mr. Hero, I presume. Sena informed me of your adventures in Aleport. Terribly sorry for the misunderstanding, though as Professor Lambertin fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. To the matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek can be found in abundance at the standing courses following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case. While there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found in the Twelves Wood, Precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You are familiar with Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that want to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the Twelveswood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they ever can be digested. And I'm reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that this Giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal when... You could care less about all this, couldn't you? To the point, Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there's a particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and I have precisely the sort he will find impossible to resist. Simply place this true heart. I shall save the story of its origin, of its unusual name, for another occasion. Outside of the Spriggan's lair, and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method for which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I will leave that to your discretion. Alright, White Wolf Gate time. Alright, we got our crystal. Let's deliver it. Oh. Try to go down one more. Ah, pray do not speak up at me like that. I was engrossed in... Wait, what is that? Oh, what is that god's awful smell? My word, that is breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. Ugh, and I also see you aren't adverse to digging through Spriggan entrails for your prize. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of our digestive juices is protecting us from harmful effects of the crystal, just as the warded pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought, one overflowing with earth-aspected ether. Calm down, I jest. It's comprised of ice-aspected ether, worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught. Beg your pardon, monkey. I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, and there was a message for you from Professor Labertant. Something about a man named Marcus. Apparently the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask you why you need that crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? It would reflect poorly on me and my research if I was used for evil ends. Ah, well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Alrighty, let's do this. Alright, Sid, I got your crystal. Did you fix your ship up? All repairs and modifications have been complete, Monkey. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. Well, there you go. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Monkey. I'll see your hard work doesn't go to waste. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship. But mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. It's Garuda time. According to my test, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, cannot be sure that this will work. I think it only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive... Maybe it's better that we remain positive. Monkey, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my airship, for trusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. You've helped me to rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I am not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be, but I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand.
There. She's ready.
Ah, she stirs. To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Damn it. I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you. Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Ah, yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald. It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter? You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks. Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles. Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home. I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pure-blood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess. The Enterprise was made for this. To carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alphinaud, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
All our efforts, all our travels, all of it was for this. Make ready, monkey, for the end is nigh, be it hers or our own. Alright, let's do this. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Your insolence shall be not go unpunished, landwalkers. Twelve's preserved. She's huge. As I live and breathe. Over there, look. Amalja and Kobold prisoners. But why would the Ixal bring them here? Wherefore you are hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we have come to put an end to your reign of terror. Hear you this blasphemy, my children? These landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon the earth should revere me, for I am the wind. Did we not take to the skies and slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. You think your playthings give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood, and festoon the canopies with your entrails. Slay the unfeathered ones we shall. As an offering to Garuda, they will serve. Leave the Ixal to us, monkey. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail, monkey. Remember, you fight for the Scions, for Eorzea. That Garuda music. This worm will die by my own hand. Come then, I shall grant you that which you seek. No. No, no, no! What? How in the hells? This is my realm. You have no hope here. None. None! Did you truly believe you could defy a god, landwalkers? My power is limitless, my children legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faiths empower me. None save my children will escape the reckoning, mortals, and those who would use my crystals to awaken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. Then all shall worship none but me, the one true God. Of course, worship. So as long as the Ix will keep praying, she will never fall. Then let's stop them. No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, landwalkers, and all who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment. The desert vermin next. Their walls of stone will not shield them from the tempest. And then I will take vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine, all mine. You, landwalker, you who dared to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins, not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, landwalker, to your last breath. Nah. No. I claimed you. You should be mine. What? What are you? What have you done to me? No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible. Ain't impossible, woman. It's Monkey Hero.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die?
We've done it!
Ah! Impossible it is!
Kill you all!
Is that all?
O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda. Of all primals, the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country. I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno, Almighty Ifrit, grant us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! Ah, it hurts our soul! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to... No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy. We must run.
Surrender yourselves unto me! I would feast upon your ether! None shall stand against the wind!
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire! It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
No! No! No!
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
"12, have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?"
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius! Where in the 7 hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side, for the time being at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend, for we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Monkey. Shortly after the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw... but I'm sure I was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe dare summon their god as long as that weapon exists. Truly a more effective deterrent than I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. Alright guys, we are going to leave it off right there. That is going to be it. We're going to start heading towards the end of the story. Nice little push. Garuda is now done. Now we see the Empire for the threat they are, and we'll journey on to stopping the ultimate weapon. But hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.